for both cities, both teams. What do you make of the situation now?
The AD wanted out. He's never wavered from that. And there's nothing that David Griffin or anyone could have done to change his mind. I believe if AD felt that Zion Williamson was a Magic Johnson or LeBron-type player, that he would be willing to stay. But he doesn't view him as that. And he says Zion needs the ball like me. And I've had my feel. Look, I've been here for 6, 7 years. I said what I said. The organization and the fan base reacted how they did. It's time for us to move on. The simple as that, Skip Bayless. And I told you it was going to come to this. Now, they better be glad they got Zion Williamson because you could have been left high and dry. But you got something. So now do the right thing. Now, David Griffin is the president of basketball operations. In other words, he's running the show. It's hard for me to believe that in any business, you let personal feelings get involved. Because normally if you're a business person and you let personal feelings get involved, you don't stay in business very long. Now, I understand that you're all upset about the Lakers and how they tried to commandeer Anthony.
Not the Lakers. Not the Lakers.
Not the Lakers.
Be clear about it.
I'm being crystal.
Okay. Crystal means clutch.
I'm being
or
abundantly
unclutch, right?
The Lakers tried to commandeer Anthony Davis from the Pelicans.
Yeah, it wasn't the Lakers. It was unclutched.
Hold on, first of all.
It was a LeBron production.
That was not a LeBron production.
He produces everything in Hollywood, including that trade.
LeBron is a player on the Lakers. He's a client of Rich Paul, who's the CEO of Clutch Sports.
Okay, so Rich Paul's the bad guy.
Right? Whatever. Okay. Now, you got to make somebody the villain. But anyway, look, the Pelicans going to have to make a deal here sooner rather than later. Because the longer you go, Skip, there's a risk that Anthony Davis get hurt. You go to the trade deadline, so the longer this thing plays out, the less value Anthony Davis is going to have for you. So the best thing you can do is just go ahead and move him along to the best package, the best offer. And you know who's going to be able to put that together. Because last I checked, when the last time you heard somebody mention Jason Tatum? Huh? Man, I heard somebody mention Tatum O'Neal. And I ain't heard her name mentioned in like 5, 6 years. Jason Tatum. Remember Skip? He the best player. He gonna be an all-star next year. Huh? Really? Is he better than Kuzma? Really? You feel he's better than B.I.? I don't know.
Okay.
And now what you gonna do? Who you gonna pair him with? Oh, you gonna pair him with Kyrie? Bye. So look at this. When it's all said and done, when all the smoke is cleared, when all the dust is settled and the sky is blue again, here we are right here in La La Land with the best deal that you could have taken. Can you imagine, Skip? Dale Demps would still have a job if he had taken this deal instead of trying to put Magic Johnson and the Lakers on blast by releasing every trade package that he came up with. That's what you get, Dale. Now, the same guy that got your job, a job that you could have kept had you made this deal, you could have been sitting in the catbird seat. But now you're at home watching me tell you how ridiculous you were by doing this.
The same guy who just 2 weeks ago completely gave up on the AD trade. Sat over there with his chin down his hand. He just gave up. He said, it's not going to happen. Nobody's coming to the Lakers.
I feel better now.
You feel better?
Feel much better.
Floppadamus at work again.
I feel better.
Yeah. So, you're right about me. Silly me. I thought that Anthony Davis would reconsider after, number one, they hired David Griffin. I have nothing but respect for David Griffin. He brings a credibility to that position they have not had there in New Orleans, maybe ever. And number two, they obviously hit the lottery. They landed the number one overall against all odds. Okay? And number three, I'm going to say it again. If Anthony chooses to force this trade through, he's going to leave $90 million on the table in New Orleans that he could get for re-signing with his home team.
Will we do a sign and trade?
Okay. Well, maybe, but I don't think that's going to happen either. I think he's going to walk away from $90 million. And I wonder what his agent, Rich Paul, is advising him on that.
We get it back.
Because it's possible that Rich Paul is at cross purposes here. Who's his priority client? Is it AD or LeBron?
No.
Wait. LeBron's more important than Anthony, right? So maybe he sides with LeBron because he's got to keep his better interests.
I'm not going to let you do it. In 2018, his number one focus was who, Skip? The summer of 2018 was LeBron James.
Oh.
Now it's the summer of 2019.
And his primary focus is LeBron James.
Anthony Davis.
And will always be
Anthony
LeBron
Davis.
James. No, it is. You know what?
Two things can be true.
Okay, and I even thought that Anthony would have the cachet with David Griffin to say, hey, could we at least think about maybe taking Ja Morant instead of Zion? Because Ja Morant is a pure pass-first point guard who would be the most beautiful, perfect fit with AD and Drew Holiday, who's more two-guard than point guard, right?
No.
So you got that. The world is your New Orleans oyster if you want it.
Right.
But apparently,